Here we go, game 2 of the series. Luvnest playing as U.S. forces against T3dgO's Ostheer. We've got airborne recon and infantry this time against close air support and Festung armor. And joint operations. So, I mean German infantry. That one I definitely did not recognize. My god, what a terrible commander. We're going to see double rifle opening. Going left. Double Grenadier from T3dgO, also going left with his Pyos. The first engagement looks like it's going to be roughly in the center. If these Grenadiers can maybe catch those riflemen in red cover at long range. Might be able to win this, but Luvnest running right up to the vision blocker right there to try and maximize his chances of winning an early engagement. Continues to capture the point. These Grenadiers, however, will jump into the building, I think, or just circle over to the munitions, try and avoid those riflemen for now. Second squad of Grenadiers moving over there. Rear echelon troops going right, and Luvnest actually splitting himself to all three different fronts.
The new Grenadier squad is ready.
Let's see what he can do.
Capture complete.
Yeah, it's not always a double rifle opening. Sometimes there's like extra rear echelon troop for capping power. Sometimes there's an early fighting position. And sometimes there's assault engineers. That's pretty unusual. Riflemen engaging against these Pyos are probably going to win that at this range. I don't think that counts as close enough range for those Pyos to really be doing anything very good. And I think that was a late retreat, maybe? Yellow cover might save them. Nope. Nope. Pyos have already been wiped. Grenadiers making their way right to take control of some fuel.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Luvnest is moving to cut off all right side resources with his rear echelon troops right here. This MG42 should be able to push them off the point though.
The sector has been cut off. The bastards are shooting at us! Shift your fire! Shift territory secure! The enemy is attempting to steal our sector. They're shooting at my team! MG42 team is ready for action.
MG42 setting up in the green cover here to try and force those rear echelons from the building. Luvnest is spread all across the left at this point with these three riflemen. Fresh rifle squad right there, so that's 4 rifles for Luvnest, now getting an ambulance for possibly forward healing and reinforcement. Riflemen set up in this green cover position. Force that retreat. There they go. These two Grenadiers making their way across the south, getting countered by 1 rifle squad, but they will be able to secure this building. Should try and get out of open ground. I'm just going to try and tank damage in this shed. Luvnest will retreat from the engagement because he can't really force anything from buildings right now. Grenadiers will continue advancing across the south and potentially cut off some of Luvnest's resources, but T3dgO still has pretty much nothing coming in right now. And he should probably try and focus on just getting some of his resources back in the north rather than these really deep cutoff maneuvers where he's almost certainly going to get pushed back into his base. Double MG42 opening from him as well, which we know is extremely risky. They also kind of did base positions wrong. Luvnest is in the base closer to the battlefield. T3dgO is in the base further from the battlefield, so that's kind of... probably not going to make that much of a difference if I'm being honest. So, whatever. MG42 backing up, making its way a little further forward. Grenadiers might actually get the right side fuel connected. No dodge, late dodge by Luvnest. Does not take too much damage from that grenade. Grenadiers will be forced to retreat from this engagement, I think. Unless they can get some more models to drop really quickly. Nope, they lost. Definitely lost. Retreat. Retreat. There they go. I think that was too late, though. Should have vaulted the fence before that retreat, actually. And there they go.
We have lost a squad.
You learn to establish habits like that the more you play on certain maps. I probably wouldn't have vaulted that fence because I'm not experienced enough of a player on this map. As a player plays on a map more, they get used to certain retreat path anomalies like that and then optimize their behavior accordingly.
Enemy forces are securing our
Sniper in production. Already a mortar half-track on the I was about to be like AA half-track, but I was like, wait, that's not an AA half-track. Unless the mortar hits a plane. Which I think is technically possible, actually. That should be an achievement. Did an axe just fall out of this mortar half-track?
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
So infantry company chosen by Luvnest, he will field a mortar half-track and utilize it to put pressure on this machine gun in the building right here.
Scharfschütze has arrived. Receiving fire. The squad of pioneers has arrived.
Rear echelon troops taking control of the right side fuel point. Apparently, I guess, as Captain Tier Luvnest might go Stewart. I don't know if he'll do that though. This mortar half-track is actually a pretty big fuel setback, 40 fuel. He might just go straight to tanks from this point. See what he chooses to do. Captain set up in green cover right there. Does get suppressed.
Reconnaissance flight ready at your disposal.
Here comes the sniper. That mortar is not doing too much to that building just yet. It'll get that MG out of there eventually, but it's taking some time. One of the nice things about the mortar half-track is that it starts with white phosphorus. It's not a vet ability, and it's only 25 munitions. It's a pretty good deal. So, it's pretty good. The delayed fuse HE barrage is also 25 munitions, and I don't think I've ever seen that do anything useful at all, so it's kind of weird, honestly. Machine guns are falling pretty low to a rifleman flank and mortar fire, and will be forced to retreat from this engagement. There's a wipe.
The enemy has killed a machine gun crew.
Both machine guns wiped on that red cover. Retreat. Sniper still in the base. Ooh, that was a good shot. Wow, look at that. Man. Alright, sometimes it does something, apparently. That was the buff in action. It only took it like several minutes of being on the field to get that lottery win. Pretty good. Sniper just walked into red cover right into a rifle scope. So much for that sniper. Stewart on the field from Luvnest. He's not going to go straight to Major. Luvnest has also recovered both MG42s. Stewart is diving into the base.
The enemy has broken our supply lines. Are securing. Controls are behind our lines. Headquarters attacked.
Stewart forces this retreat. White phosphorus being fired into the base, and Tejo doesn't have the munitions even for a medic bunker, so he can't heal this damage. And he doesn't have the fuel to transfer munitions either, so I don't really think there's anything he can do. Game seems like it's pretty much over.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
Stuart just like killed everything in one shot because of the white phosphorus. Has 9 kills. Wow, not bad. I mean, we've seen better Stuarts though. Huh? We've seen better Stuarts. White phosphorus on these units in the base again. Stuart circle strafing this AT gun to death. Which gives up in its attempt to fire at the gives up in its attempt to fire at that. Stuart moves to clean up the remaining Grenadier squad, and that is pretty much the game. I mean, I guess it was the game a while ago.
We must defend our headquarters.
Luvnest has a pretty good containment setup outside the base. He's got some rifleman sandbags. You don't see those as frequently as you'd think. Probably because they're not really necessary. You'd think it's kind of weird that defensive stance and also the ability to build sandbags are in the same commander. I mean, you'd think you'd want one or the other. Having both is a little redundant, but anyway, whatever. GG. T3dgO has been defeated in Luvnest. Scratches off his 12th challenger without batting an eye.